Say 3 programs completed. Those programs I'll execute. Say right click, run on server. Okay. Select the server. Click on next. Click on finish. Now you can type URL patterns. First solid URL pattern, what I given? Test. See, this is welcome to solids. Second solid URL pattern, what I given? Second. See, second. Second. See, second solid. Counting number of views, what I given? Count. Okay. Again, one came. Reason, server restarted. But in real time, server, they won't restart, no? So here, server restarted. That's the reason one time it's showing. Again, if I refresh 2 times, 3 times, like that continues. Once if you shut down server, again, it memory vanished. Okay. That is temporarily stored. If you can take permanently also. Now, 3 programs you have seen. Say, first solid, second solid, counter solid, 3 solids. Here, XML file, you observe. It is XML file. Okay, say 3 solids configured. It is first solid, second solid, okay, counter solid, all configured, automatically configured in XML. Okay. Now, one more program we'll see. See, counting number of views you have seen. Now, I want to display system time. I want to display system time. If you want to display system time, what are the classes required for displaying system time? Core Java you studied, no? Which class you studied? Which class? Date. That is in which package? Java.util.date. This class. With the date class, we can display date also, time also. But this date class outdated. Date class outdated. Long back only outdated. Another class is there. New classes. What are the classes? Study, no? Java.time.localDate. Java.time.localTime. Java.time.localDateTime. These are new classes. This class long back outdated. Now, nowadays, we stopped to use this one. Now, these are the latest classes. If you want only date, local date. If you want only time, local time. If you want both date and time, local date time. 3 classes. Okay. If you want to display date, go for local date. Only time, local time. You want both local date time. These are the classes available. Okay. Now suppose I want to display system time. I want to display system time. Here, local time. Local time methods are there. See, in core Java, new features. This is you studied. Java 8 feature. In a Java 8, these 3 concepts introduced. Java 8, JDK 1.8. To display system time. See, don't forget core Java. Don't forget core Java. Java P, Java.time.localTime. Start notepad a.txt. Here, so many methods are there. So many methods are there. Now, even here, after 10 days, which date comes, after 100 days, which date comes, back 100 days, which date comes, also information available. That much powerful this class. these classes. So after getting these three classes, they stop to use local date, local time. They stop to use this class. This is almost they are planning to remove this class. Okay, in future this class will not be there in the library. These classes only they'll use because these are all powerful classes. Suppose what is today's date? 17th March. After 1 month, 17 April. After 1 year, 17 March 2024. But after 100 days, you cannot give answer, no? You have to calculate. Okay, after 100 days, which date comes, you have to calculate. But here, methods are there. Plus days, 100. Then after 100 days, which date comes, it comes. Minus days, 100. Back 100 days, which date comes also it will give. That much powerful. So, date, time, duration calculation also they prepared. After 1000 hours, which date comes also it will give. Now, 1000 hours means again you have to calculate which date comes. But here already prepared library. After 1000 hours, which date comes, after back 1000 hours, which date comes, also it will give. That much powerful. So there are so many methods. See, Java P, Java dot time dot local date. If you open here, methods are there. So many methods are there. See, now, method name now. Today's date comes. And here, you observe. Plus years, plus months, plus weeks, plus days. See, plus days, 100. After 100 days, which date come, that will return. See, minus days, 100. 100 days back, which date comes, also it returns. So, that much powerful. Now, this is core Java library. Java 1.8, JDK 1.8, Java 8 feature, new date and time API. Okay, these all introduced in Java 8. After getting these classes, see how many methods are there, only date and time related. Duration also calculation possible. See, today's date, after 100 days, that in between how many hours also, how many minutes also, how many seconds also will calculate. That is also possible. So, powerful date and time API introduced. Date and time API. These are new date and time API. After getting these three, this old date, they stop to use. So these are new date and time API. New date and time API. These three classes. Now it is old one. These three. Now the above three classes, note down if you want, the above three classes introduced in JDK 1.8 version in 2014. So 9 years back. The above three classes introduced in JDK 1.8 version in 2014. The above three classes introduced in JDK 1.8 version in 2014. The above three classes introduced in JDK 1.8 version in 2014. So this is old class, java.util.date, JDK 1.0 version. First version only introduced. These all introduced in 1.8 2014. New date and time API, java.time.local date, java.time.local time, java.time.local date time. The above three classes introduced in JDK 1.8 version in 2014. Now, present, my task is I want to display system time. I want to display system time. For displaying system time, I'll give the method. Is it over? Here, now method is there. Now. This method required. No, done. It returns current time. It returns current time. Now, method name now. Okay. Now, is it instance method or class method? Class method. How to call? Class name dot local time dot now. Return type is local time. Again, same class object returns. So, return type local time. Method name now. For calling this now also local time required. So local time, some LT equal to local time dot now. That LT reference comes no. That reference if you pass to string method implicitly called, then current time printed. See. Now I want to write program by using this now method. By using this method, I want to write program. See. Right click, new, solid. Java package. Suppose example basics. Any other name also you can write. Class name suppose time solid. Okay, time solid. Here by default HTTP solid comes. We have to remove because still I didn't explain HTTP solid. I'll go for generic solid. Generic solid. Next. Here URL pattern I'll change to time. If you want, that is also you can continue. Time. Okay. Next. Here, this solid not required, remove. Service, finish. Now, just a task code you have to write. Now, that method we have to call. What we have to write? Return type. Local time. LT equal to local time dot now. Local time dot now. Now, this time if you want to print writer equal to what we have to write? Print writer PW equal to response dot get writer. So get writer method in which interface? Get writer method in which interface? Which interface? Here what we are using? Response. Response is a reference of solid response. Okay. Now get writer method we called with response. Response is a reference of solid response. That is solid response method. That's it. Now with this pw dot println LT. Now it will display system time. That's it. Print writer we have to import. Control Shift O, imported. Okay. Local time already imported. See, local time imported. Print writer imported. Remaining all imported. See, that's it. This time here, right click, run on server, save, select the server, next, finish, restart the server. Now it will display system time. Now just you write time. Here whatever system time is there, that system time coming. Okay. Here already whatever is there, that is coming. 8 minutes back is there, this one. That is coming. Okay. Now here, if you want to, this is plain text displayed. If you want, you can display with HTML. With HTML, you can add colors, font size, you can increase. pw.println. Okay. HTML body bg color or something cyan, text red, level 1 heading. It is HTML tags open. In between time, pw.println, level 1 heading close, body close, HTML close. See, HTML tag open, HTML tag closed. In between HTML program we written. Body background color is cyan color, text color is red color I given. Level 1 heading content displayed. Now if I run, now colors also added and font size also increased. See, time, hours, minutes, seconds, nanoseconds. Nanoseconds also displaying, not millisecond, nanoseconds displaying. Okay. So if I refresh, see, changed. See, if I refresh, change, latest time. Now this program to display system time. Note on. Write it, program to display current time or system time. Which are unnecessary, not compulsory, those all I am removing. Program to display current time. program to display system time or current time, present time. Okay, whatever time is there here, that time displayed. Here, now method called the time object written and referred by LT. If I pass LT, implicitly which method called? Here, toString, which is a default package implicitly imported in every Java program, java.lang, which is a default class implicitly inherited in every Java class, object, which is a default method implicitly called whenever object is passed, toString. If you pass object or object reference every time, toString method called. Say, suppose for example, demo, d equal to new demo, system.out.println d. Here implicitly which method called? Here it is nothing but d.toString. You are writing d only, but it is implicitly toString method called. Whenever object or object reference is passed as a parameter to a method, then implicitly toString method called. So what is D? Object reference. What is println? Method. It is passed as a parameter, no? Then toString method called. Studied or not this line? Studied, no? Don't forget. One package, default package, one default class, one default method. Three concepts are there. Okay. Is it over? Here, if I write lt.toString also, implicitly toString only. Okay. Say file. Is this program is over? Say file, new, file, open, demo.java. Say in this program, you observe. Now, demo d equal to new demo. System.out.println d. Here in this program, say file, save. If I compile and execute, what will be the output comes? What is the output? Class name, @, hash code in hexadecimal format. That will come now. Now, file, save, compilation, execution. So class name demo. So what is D? Object reference. It refers on object. Which object? That object class name comes. @ comes. Hash code in hexadecimal format output comes. But this output, how you are getting? Here implicitly .toString method called. .toString method called. Okay. But now myself I written .toString. Now any effect will be there? No. Now also same output. File, save. Now also same output. You observe. But where is this toString method? Where is this toString? Object class, not in demo class. Demo super class is object class. But where is extends object? Implicitly extends object. If I write extends object, any effect will be there? No. See, now also same output. Now also same output. Compilation, execution. But object class in which package? Java.lang package. But is it required to import? No. Implicitly java.lang. If I write any effect will be there? No. Now also same output. See. Now also same output. So this is implicitly imported in every Java program. This is implicitly inherited in every Java class. This is implicitly called whenever we pass object or object reference as a parameter to a method. One package default, one class default, one method default. Okay. Here, whether you write or not, now also same output, no? So this is the concept for every program, every class, every object reference present. Now, otherwise, how will get that output? ToString method called, it returns string format that is printed. That is printed. But in this program, what is happening? Here, lt.toString. In the local time class, ToString method is there. That ToString called. If the method is not present in that class, it will search in superclass. They are also not present, again it will search in superclass. They are also not present, again superclass. Like that, superclass, 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 up to object class it will search. Now, here ToString method called. But it is which class reference? Demo. In demo class, ToString is there. Then it will search in superclass. Which is superclass? Object class. Then object class ToString method called. In object class also ToString is not there, error comes. It is there. That is the reason working. Same style here, local time. You observe, in a local time class, ToString method is there. Here, somewhere ToString method will be there. Otherwise, error comes. Otherwise, hash code comes. You observe. See here, this ToString method called. If this ToString is not there, where it will search? Superclass. It is there. That's what this is called. With this, you are getting time. So, which is a default package implicitly imported in every Java program? Java.lang. Which is a default class implicitly inherited in every Java class? Object. Which is the default method? ToString. Whenever you pass object or object reference, then only called. Always not called. If you pass object or object reference as a parameter, ToString method called. But ToString method present in many classes. Method name same, overridden. Object class ToString method, overridden in string class also, wrapper classes also, exception handling also, local time also, local date also, collections also, multi-threading also, everywhere overridden. Everywhere ToString is there. That ToString no need to call, implicitly called. That is programmer convenient way prepared. Okay. One method implicitly called. Remaining method you have to call. One class implicitly inherited. Remaining classes if you required explicitly you have to do. One package implicitly imported. Remaining classes you have to do. Okay. So ToString method implicitly called. ToString method implicitly called. Now, this is your scene. Local time program. Okay. Now, one more program will say, I want to display a multiplication table. Like this, I want to display. In a browser window, I want to display like this. Here, 5 into 1 equal to 5. Like this, I want to display. How to display in HTML? First, what you have to write? Table. Something border. 20 pixels border. Next, TR. Table row. TD. First cell. 5. See? Now, this is first cell. This is like this written. For this one, for this one, for this one, for this one, we have to write. So next, second cell, TD into TD close. Again TD 1, TD close. Again TD equal to TD close. Again TD 5. TD close. After that, TR close. It is first row completed. Suppose I want to display 100 rows, 5 into 100, 500. Then how many times you have to write this one? 100 times you have to write. Is there any for loop if condition in HTML? No. HTML, no loops, no condition, no expression, no exception, no error, no output. If your browser understands, output. Browser doesn't understand, no output. Error will not come, exception will not come, no. Browser understands, output comes. Browser doesn't understand, output will not come. Because that is not a programming language. That is presentation language. HTML is just presentation language. Data you can present in different formats. Only tags are there. Tags, attributes. No other things. For loop is not there, while loop is not there, if conditions are not there, error will not come, exception will not come. Okay? If browser understands, output comes. Browser doesn't understand, output also will not come. That's it. Now, in HTML, this is 100 times you have to write. If you want to display like this, 5 into 100, 500. But with the Solid's for loop, you can write no. This code you can write in a for loop in Java. Then 100 times you can display. See, this is I want to display. Then what we have to do, see. Suppose right click, run as, new solid. Now, package name basics. Next, table solid. Here, generic solid. Okay. Next, suppose URL pattern, suppose table. URL pattern table. Okay. Next, remove this solid interface. Finish. Now we have to display table. First print writer require no. What you have to write? Print writer pw equal to response dot get writer. Now pw dot println. Now here table tags you have to write. First HTML tags I'll write. HTML body bg color. Suppose yellow. Text color suppose red. Okay. Now background color yellow, text color red. After this pw dot println table tag. Table border equal to 20 pixels border. Okay. After this pw dot println here what I'll do just now I given no first cell. First cell TD 5 TD close. Now that is only second cell. TD into TD close. That is only third cell. TD 1 TD close. Next pw dot println TD equal to TD close. Next pw dot println now TD 5 TD close. But if you want to write in HTML, this is 100 times you have to write. Okay. First TR require no. TR I'll open here. Here TR I'll close here. This code 100 times required. But this code write in solids for loop. For loop integer I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 100, I plus plus. Now this is I am writing in for loop. For loop close. Then here 5 into what we have to write? I. Now will it print I or will it print I value? I printed or I value printed? I only printed. If you want to print I value, what you have to do? Concatenation. Here double quotes close, plus symbol, again plus symbol, double quotes. Okay. Here 5 into I required. 5 into I. will it print 5 into I or value? 5 into I printed. If you want to print value, double quotes plus, again plus, double quotes. Then 5 into I printed value. Okay. This is for loop. This is 100 times transferred to browser. Now, after this, remaining close tags. Table close, body close, HTML close. Print writer we have to import. Control Shift O, imported. Over. Now, this code one time passed to browser. This code 100 times passed to browser. This code one time passed to browser. See, right click, run on server, save, finish, restart the server. Now here, table. See, 5 into 1 equal to 5, 5 into 2 equal to 10, 5 into 100 equal to 500. Now, if you want to display in HTML, 100 times you have to write. But with solid, one time only we written. Just if you want to see HTML code, what you have to do? Right click, view page source. See, 100 times received, you observe. Myself I written only one time. That server passed 100 times, no? That's what browser received 100 times. Say 503 lines code. 503 lines code. Okay. 100 times it is passed to the browser. Now here solid code doesn't appear, you observe. Now 5 into 1 equal to 5, like that only appearing, you observe. I value, 5 into I not appearing here. That is executed there. That output transferred here. HTML executed here. That's what HTML you can see. Solid executed in browser or server. That is we cannot see. HTML, that's what we can see. Okay. This is executed here in a browser. That's what we can see. Now, this program node, program to display multiplication table. Solid program to display multiplication table. Servlet program to display multiplication table. So writing program in Eclipse very simple, no? As compared to manual. That's what year onwards Eclipse required actually. One time configuration required. Second time onwards nothing. First time only configuration required. With this knowledge, further MVC frameworks easily you can understand. MVC frameworks. Without this knowledge, MVC framework difficult appears. For learning MVC frameworks, Solids is prerequisite. Solid, JDBC, JSP, these all. Any MVC framework, Solid, JSP, Java Bean, these three required. Is it completed? Say 5 basic programs you studied. First, a plain text. Second one, just HTML code added. Third one, counting number of views. Fourth one, displaying system time. Fifth one, displaying multiplication table. Okay. Just 3 more basic programs I'll explain. After that, like a real-time application, I'll show you. Login form, registration form, how to implement that type, I'll show you. First, 3 more basic programs are there. That is, I'll cover. Suppose through print writer, we transfer text only. You observe in all programs through print writer only I transferred. Now, with this line, server to browser, one stream created. Through stream, this is I transferred. So, with this line, server to browser, one stream created. It is a client. It is server. Server to browser, one stream created. Through stream, this line passed. Okay. Again, this line passed. Then here HTML code received in browser, executed in browser, then output displayed. This code, how many times passed server to browser? 100 times passed. Again, like that, output displayed. So solid code executed in server and HTML code executed in browser. Okay, that point note down. In the above examples, solid code executed in server and HTML code executed in browser. In the above examples, solid code executed in server and HTML code executed in browser. In the above examples, servlet code executed in server and HTML code executed in browser. In the above example, servlet code executed in server and HTML code executed in browser. Is it over? Now, for example, already given in a servlet response, two methods are given: get writer, get output stream. Two methods are given. Get writer return type is print writer. Get output stream return type servlet output stream. What's the difference between servlet output stream and print writer? Servlet output stream is a byte stream. Print writer is a character stream. What's the difference between byte stream and print writer? Byte stream and character stream. Byte stream supports all types of data. Character stream only text. Suppose I want to display one image, one picture. Suppose here this picture I want to display in browser. This content, file content, I want to transfer to browser. That is my task. For that, print writer required or servlet output stream required? Servlet output stream required. Servlet output stream required. Okay. Now, how to use? See, this is I want to send to browser. Now, right click, new servlet. Basics. Image servlet. Extends, generic servlet. Next, suppose image. Next, finish. Now, which stream required? Print writer or servlet output stream? What we would write? Servlet output stream. SOS equal to what you write? Response dot get output stream. That's it. Stream created. Now SOS dot write method is there. Write method. So write method is there. It will write the byte array. Now SOS dot write here we have to pass image. But if it is text, you can type. Image, can you type? No. What you have to do? It is an image. This file name is flowers.jpg. This is we have to insert here. This image we have to insert. How to insert? Again, Core Java required. No? Core Java required. Core Java required, but remember or forgot? What you have to do? Which one? File input stream required. Because that file content we have to read, we have to place. File input stream required. What we have to write? File input stream FIS equal to new file input stream. File name you can pass. File path. C drive. Flowers.jpg. Now with this line, file open for reading. File open for reading. Next, we have to read the file content. How to read? Now first you have to find out file size. No, how many bytes are there? You have to find out. How to find out? Which one? Available. Available method you have to call. Integer n equal to FIS dot available. If the file contains 100 bytes, that n value 100. If the file contains 200 bytes, for n value 200. Is it byte stream or character stream? You have to allocate byte array. Byte array b equal to new byte. How many bytes? N bytes. exact size. That size, that purpose only. Now, if 100 bytes is there, 100 allocated. 1000 is there, 1000. 10,000 is there, 10,000. Exact number of bytes allocated. After allocating, we have to read. How to read? Read method. File input stream dot read. Read byte array. Read byte array. Now what is happened here? Here it's a image. It's a image. This is flowers.jpg. Flowers.jpg. With this line, file open for reading. With this line, how many bytes of memory is there? It will find out. It will find out memory size. With this line, memory allocated in RAM. With this line, this data came to RAM. With this line, we have to send to browser. So here B over. Now Solid output stream we have to import. Control Shift O, imported over. Now you can see. Now it will display image. Right click, run as, run on server, save. Image. So image displayed. Nothing is here. Now email, not only image, audio, video, everything you can play. Okay. Now server to browser stream created. Through stream, image passed to browser. Next, write this one. Program to display. Solid program to display image. Solid program to display image. If that file is path, if you don't write properly, file not found exception comes. Okay, that is you have to take care. File path should exist properly. Given file is not there, if extension is not right, then also error comes. Tomorrow I'm going to mix JDBC also. JDBC solid. I'll combine. JDBC also required. Tomorrow JDBC, HTML, solid, SQL, HTML, all I'll mix. That type I'll show you. Integration complete. HTML, JDBC, solid, SQL, all I'll mix in a one program. Just two more basic programs I'll explain. After that, real-time applications I'll show you. What this line will do? It opens a file for reading. What this line will do? It returns file size. Okay, this line, it opens a file for reading. It returns file size. What this line will do? Allocates a memory. Allocates a memory in a RAM according to file size. What this one line will do? It will read data from file. What this line will do? It will pass the data to a browser. It will pass the data to a browser. So year to year core Java. This first line, last line, advanced Java. Okay, first line, last line, advanced Java. Remaining core Java. This line, what it will do? Creates a stream. Creates a byte stream from server to browser. Creates a byte stream from server to browser. Creates a byte stream from server to browser. Over. So with this line, one stream created server to browser. With this line, specified file open for reading. With this line, size retrieved. With this line, memory allocated in RAM. With this line, data comes to RAM, hard disk to RAM. It is passed to browser. Now, suppose some websites directly, when you send requests, directly MS Word opened, directly PowerPoint opened in a browser window only. If the content is MS Word content, PowerPoint content, Acrobat Reader content, Flash Player files, these all. So you'll send the request to server. Server will send content in MS Word directly. Server will send directly PowerPoint. Directly whenever output comes here, whenever request response received, then directly from browser MS Word opened. That is possible, no? That type, that is called MIME type. Is it over? No done. Next concept, MIME type. MIME. MIME stands for multi-purpose. MIME stands for multi-purpose internet mail extensions. MIME stands for multi-purpose internet mail extensions. It is used by browser and server to identify the content. It is used by browser and server to identify the content. Identify the content type. It is used by browser and server to identify the content type. Say, I'll give like this: demo.c, test.cpp, and sample.java. If I give now, which is Java program? If I ask, you'll give answer. No, how you are giving answer? Seeing that extension, you are giving answer, but no need to open the file. File name only, seeing the file name only can understand. In that file, Java code is there. In that file, C code is there. In that file, C++ code is there. Like that, you will identify. No, like that, MIME types are there. Seeing that MIME type, browser will understand it is MS Word content. I have to open with MS Word. Like that, it will understand. If it is PowerPoint content, PowerPoint open. If that software is not there, one message comes in your system, software is not there, install, download, this message comes. No, that is also comes. So whenever you pass request, with your request, so much information passed to server. So service method, how many parameters are there? 2 parameters. Okay. What are those? Servlet request, servlet response. Already 6 programs you studied. In all the programs, we used response. Have we used request? No. But that request we are writing. It is not empty. It is not empty. Whenever you send the request from browser, the request from which browser came, it knows the browser also. And which version, that knows the browser version also. And plugins also. Complete information passed. Suppose you send request to download Flash Player file in internet. One message comes in your system. Flash Player software is not there. First you download, install, one message comes. How server knows in my system Flash Player is not there? With that request only. That request is not dummy. Whenever you type URL in address bar, with that URL, complete information about browser transferred automatically. Suppose you send some request, one message comes. Your browser is old browser. First upgrade new browser, then only can see the content. This type message you have seen on internet. Suppose open Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox, type google.com. One message comes. This website open in Google Chrome browser, you'll get it very fast. One message comes, no? See, which browser I am using also it knows. It is not a Google Chrome. That's what it is identified. Google Chrome browser, download, install, one message comes, no? Which browser I am using also it knows. Which version I am using also it knows. And that plugin is there or not in my system also it knows. Reason, this servlet request will receive complete information about browser. That is not empty. That is not dummy. We are writing in every program. With that request only it will come. For typing URL, which browser used, that information passed with this only. It will receive. With that request only, which version I'm using, that information also comes. Which plugins are there in my browser, it knows. Without asking your permission about your browser, some information passed to server. That is compulsory. Otherwise, internet application is not possible to develop. That is compulsory. And suppose your mobile apps, when you download, it will ask some permissions. Checkboxes comes, no? That is you are giving permission. But some other licensed websites automatically take the permission. It won't ask. Okay? Licensed softwares, licensed apps automatically take the permission. That is all verified by some companies. Then it won't ask your permission also. Without your permission, only permission has taken. But some application, it will ask permission. If you select the checkbox, then only it will take. Those are, then while giving a permission, you have to check whether the application really require that concept or not. You have to check. That is your responsibility. Okay. See, suppose for example, you want to open music player file, music player app you downloaded. One message comes, music player requires your photos gallery. But why music player required gallery? You have to think, no? That is, that type message comes, no? You are giving permission. Whatever is there in gallery, all will be copied in that server. You are giving permission. But why music player required gallery? You have to think, no? People won't think. They'll check box, select. Then whatever is there in your mobile, all will be copied in server. You are giving permission. Okay. Suppose one application requires your messages app. You will give a checkbox. That is OTP purpose. OTP automatically it will read, no? If you give a checkbox, OTP automatically it will read. And some OTPs, you have to type if you don't give permission. That type, if really required, you have to give permission. But music player file, why gallery required? You have to think, no? They won't think. One game you will download. That game, some pictures you may store. That purpose gallery required. Like that, you have to think actually. Without thinking, they'll give permissions. Then your data also stored in server. You are giving permission. Okay. But licensed apps are there. No need to worry about that. Licensed apps. Suppose google.com, gmail.com, facebook.com. Even if you give permission also, nothing will happen. Your data is safe. But unofficial websites, many will be there. Unofficial apps, so many are there. That is, you have to take care. Suppose you already opened ICICI Bank website. ICICI account to open. You want to use ICICI banking. Then what you will do? In a Play Store, ICICI you will type. So many ICICI apps comes. Which is original, which is fake also we cannot identify. You observe. So many comes. That's what, in that website, whatever they given a bank website, in that app URL, app, complete information will be there. With that, you have to download that app. Then that is original app downloaded. Some fake apps also will be there. Now, any website you observe, same style appears. Same style. Suppose you want to book the railway reservation ticket. IRCTC you will type, no? That is, just you type, how many apps comes, you check it. 10 plus websites, or 10 plus apps also comes. Which is genuine, which is fake also you cannot identify. Like that. That's the reason licensed website you have to open. In that only app information will be there. That app you have to download. Mobile apps, so many are there like that. Okay. Those all you have to check. You have to give permission. You have to think first of all. But without thinking, they are giving permissions. It's happening. Okay. Here, this request, it is not dummy. My browser information also passed. Browser version also passed. Plugins information also passed. Okay. Like that, here, MIME type. If you use MIME type, browser and server can identify the content type. Based on that, it has to open in MS Word or Excel sheet or PowerPoint. It will understand, it will open directly. That is MIME type. Now, next node, list of MIME types. List of MIME types. Text by HTML. Text by XML. Text by PDF. Image by JPG. Image by BMP. Application by MS Word. application by vnd.ms-excel. So like this, many MIME types are there. Text by HTML, text by XML, text by PDF, image by JPG, image by BMP, application by MS Word, application by vnd.ms-excel dash dash, etc. There are so many MIME types. Now, seeing this, browser will understand it is a text format is there, HTML content is there. It is text format is there, XML content is there. Text format, portable document format, PDF, like Acrobat Reader software required. Image, here, MS Word required, MS Excel required. Seeing this, it will understand. These all, myself, I am not giving my own words. These are predefined. Like this, thousands are there. For in a software industry, how many softwares are there? Every software, one MIME type is there. That is unique in the world. That is, just you can type in Google. Is it over? Writing is over. See, these all, some thousands of MIME types are there. Which software you are using? For that software, one MIME type will be there. You have to search in Google. That is, you have to attach in your program, because no one can remember. So how many are there? Just I given 7. Like this, how many are there? See, a list of MIME types. See, this is one website, complete list, freeformatter.com. See, list of MIME types. Here, software name, MIME type, extension, other details. You observe? How many are there? See, who will remember? No one can remember, no? See, still scroll bar here only. Okay. See, how many MIME types are there? See, so many are there. So, suppose you want MS Word, then my alphabetical order. G, H, C, J, K, L, M. Microsoft Word. In a Microsoft W. Microsoft Word. See, Microsoft Word. What is there? Application by MS Word. That is there. That is I given. Okay. Now, MS Excel. MS Excel. Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel. See, Microsoft Excel. See, what is there? Application by vnd.ms-excel. Like that only you have to write. But MS Word one type is there, MS Excel one more type is there, you observe. That is unique words they given. That is you have to follow. Suppose application by MS Word, like that application by MS Excel. If you write, it doesn't work. You must write vnd.ms-excel. Then only works. For Excel, like this they given, Word that type they given. That is already maybe that MS Excel for some other software may be used. That is the reason they given like this. So that is unique. Whatever they given, that is your right. You cannot write your own words. Okay. These all some thousands of MIME types are there. So in alphabetical order is there. Alphabetical order. Okay. Every website. See, it is a software for that MIME type. It is a software. It is a MIME type. It is a software. It is a MIME type. Like that we have. Here same software, but extensions are different. That is the reason here software same, but here MIME type is different. If the file extension is this type, you have to write this type. If the extension is this type you have to write. Like that will be there. See, MS Word also, the DOCX possible, DOC possible, DOCS possible, like many are there options. Like that. Like that, file extension, file, everything you have to observe, you have to write. Now, if you want to set here in this all, this is default. In previous program also MIME type is there. That is HTML default. That means in every program HTML by default will be there. Write it. Default MIME type is text by HTML. Default MIME type is text by HTML. Default MIME type is text by HTML. If you want to set the MIME type, how to set the MIME type, I'll show you. Now by default, this one, text by HTML. That means in previous 6 programs, text by HTML already present. No need to write. Other than that, if you want, you have to write. Here, if you want to change the MIME type, you have to use one method. No done. It is used to set the MIME type. It is MIME type. So whichever type if you write, based on that type, it will understand this content should open in MS Word or Excel or PowerPoint or any other software, it will understand. That software is there, that format open directly. Not there, unknown type may comes or other error message may comes automatically. How to use this one, we'll see tomorrow class. So tomorrow, after this MIME type, one more annotation concept is there. After that, real-time application I'll teach. Like a login, registration, database connection, these all. One real-time application, one website format I'll teach. Tomorrow I'll see Ganesh. Online students, 1 minute, one by one, I'll clarify your doubts. Online students. Vamshi, where you are getting, while running server, you are getting this one. Manoj, port number you have to change. Santosh, Tomcat 10.0.23 link that is removed. You better to upgrade your Eclipse. Siddhant Kumar, if Tomcat is just blinking, what you do is you open services. Services open. Here, Apache Tomcat 10. Here, manual will be there, no? Right click, properties. Here, you make it manual. Maybe in your system, automatic will be there. Durga Prasad, Tomcat 10.0 not available, then better to go for Tomcat 10.1 only, but Eclipse you update. Otherwise, Tomcat 10.1 you try to set. If not working, better to go for Eclipse update. Devyani, main method runs in operating system. If the program running under operating system, main method required. But if the program is running in server, it doesn't require. Not possible. Hussein, maybe you install, uninstall two, three different versions. That is the reason that maybe error coming like that. Banu Rekha, this module info.java file will be there. That one you delete. Banu. Yeah, otherwise Tomcat 9.0 you take. Tomcat 9.0. Ujjwal. Then you install Tomcat server in other location. That is maybe your operating system not supporting. Better to install in other operating system, other location. Manoj, you change the port number. Durga Prasad, otherwise you take Tomcat 9.0. Otherwise Eclipse update.